Hi, my name is Zelina and welcome to my channel, and thanks for stopping by to hear about my not so magical experience at the Wizarding World of Harry Potter in Universal Studios, Florida. And I just want to give you a quick overview of what I'm going to cover in this video. I'm going to cover the good and the bad, and then the ugly, which is more, the ugly is going to focus on failures on my part. And, you know, just to give you kind of a spoiler up front, if you're short on time, if you have toddlers, my toddlers were 18 months and 3 years, I would not go. I would wait till maybe around 6. I would have waited till my son was 6 and would have met more of the height requirements on some of the kind of easy rides, or the ones that aren't as jarring. But so with that in mind, thanks again for stopping by. And let's get into it. So for the good, so just to kind of set the scene, we were in Orlando last year, the week before Halloween, and we had 4 Disney days and one Universal Studio day. We did the park hoppers so that we could ride the Hogwarts Express, which thank heavens was operating. And what else? So just one day. This was our 3rd park day, so we had been at Disney for 2 days. So one of my mistakes already. So the good, because we weren't staying on property, which if you can stay on property at Universal Studios, definitely do it if you're going to be going to just Universal or spending more time there. We stayed at Cabana Bay a couple of years ago, and we really liked it. That was before we had Joey and Evie. So yeah, we'll try it again in probably 2 years from now, so when Joey's 6. So we're kind of following the signs, getting into, to find parking, and we saw the option for valet parking, and we did that. Valet parking is really expensive. It was $75, but it was so worth it just for the one day. If we were, because we dropped our car off with the valet, went through security right there. We were kind of closer to like the escalators that take you into the city walk. So that went really fast. That was really good. It was totally worth the money to us. So the primary reason for the visit was to see the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. That was, Joey's been watching the movies. He likes Harry Potter. I thought this would be really fun for him. I knew he couldn't really go on the rides or anything, so we were kind of prepared, but we thought, we'll get to go in shops and eat and just kind of hang out. And we weren't planning to stay the whole day, so we thought it was going to be an easy day. So our first stop is walked, because it's way kind of towards the back. I think it's in Universal Studios. We went to Diagon Alley. So we went there, went to have breakfast at the Leaky Cauldron. We were maybe 4 or 5 in line, so it wasn't like we had made good time, but the line was still slow. Taking orders was really slow. And our food took kind of a while, because it was getting to the point where like we were getting ready. We're like, had waited a while, then I, set a thing on my watch that I'm like, okay, if our food doesn't come in 10 minutes, then I'm gonna go ask. And our food just beat my timer. So overall, it took almost an hour to have breakfast at the Leaky Cauldron, which was not our experience before. The food was good. We got like pancakes. We got kind of more American style breakfast stuff. Got butterbeer. Ended up being that was the only butterbeer we got there, which was just kind of weird. And then, okay, so that went well. The other good thing that went well is we took the Hogwarts Express, and we had a double stroller. And I'll talk more about the strollers in the bad section. But so there was staff there, so we got to take the elevator, because there's stairs that you have to climb. And everybody was really helpful, so very accommodating for us with a double stroller and 2 toddlers and my older daughter Victoria. The train ride went really well, really neat. It was kind of sad seeing Hagrid, because this seemed like right after Robbie Coltrane had passed away. But you got to see Hagrid in the video while you're on the train. Let's see what else. Also with the train, we got right up to the gate and they collapsed the stroller down and stored it for us. And then we were, got into our car and the train car, and we were with another couple. I feel, if they ever see this, or if you were in the train car with us, I'm really sorry about Evie, because Evie was kind of, both her and Joey were not in a great mood that day, so they were already fussy, but we bought the tickets, it was already paid for, we really had to go, so that was kind of a tough thing. Train ride went well. So kind of moving on. So everybody on the train was great, helped us with the stroller and everything. That went really well. Get over to Diagon Alley. And then we had a lunch reservation at 1 o'clock for Toothsome. So we were kind of getting close to that window, so we're like, we'll go ahead and walk over there directly. Late lunch at Toothsome went really well. Food was good, service was good. They were really nice and accommodating. They had like this steampunk robot that goes around the restaurant, kind of like the character meets at Disney. That went really well. Food was good. Gift shop was cute. I got a t-shirt from there that's like a foil one, kind of like this. Not a whole lot of other products like they had before when we went a few years ago, but overall, good experience at Toothsome. And that's pretty much it for the good. Okay, so now I'm going to kind of run through some of the bad. So we had a double stroller. What is it? It's the Mini GT. Is it Baby Jogger? I think it's the brand. I'm going to do a video on that, so watch for the stroller review. Overall, really liked the stroller. Worked out really well with Evie and Joey being side by side, and both being able to kind of see the same things, which was the motivation for the stroller. Universal is definitely not as stroller friendly as Disney. I mean, there was hardly anybody there with strollers, and we didn't see very many people with little babies or with very young children. We saw a few, but for Diagon Alley, we had to park the stroller, and they didn't really have like good stroller parking. We kind of picked a place, and then other people kind of started putting their strollers there too. And I also asked a cast member a good place to put the stroller. So then we had to carry Joey and Evie, and Joey was not walking, which was really hard. And then Evie, she was so heavy. So to go in the shops, and they were just not interested in merchandise in the stores. It was really kind of tough. I did manage to find one shirt, which is this one. I don't think we even found Daniel. We didn't get him anything Hogwarts. We really didn't get any Hogwarts merchandise like I was hoping we would. And my intent was to find like another mug or a tumbler for coffee, and and a shirt, sweatshirt, or just t-shirt. So yeah, not stroller friendly. The Diagon Alley shops seem really kind of crowded. Like there's not a whole lot of room to like pass or move around. Which a few years ago we didn't really notice it because we didn't have to worry about a stroller or toddlers. Wanted to get the kids something from the Magical Menagerie, and a lot of the, like, I have I'm obsessed with owls. I have owls everywhere in my house. And so kind of by proxy, Joey and Evie love owls, and kept showing them the owls. They didn't like any of the owls. They would like, they would, you know, you'd hand it to them, they'd hug it and then put it back, which is, you know, their sign for I don't like it at all. Victoria ended up getting a Niffler, and then I got the Phoenix. Those were kind of the best looking ones there. So that wasn't how I remembered it from the time before. I remember the animals, stuffed animals, looking better, because I remember I had to narrow down on our last trip, and I think I ended up not getting anything just for lack of space, because I was like, I didn't want to have it shipped, and then I wasn't, we weren't going to have room to bring it back on the plane. So anyway, I digress. My favorite shop in Diagon Alley is Wiseacres. I love the way that looks. That's how I would love my, if we ever get our house built, that's how I want my study to look like. So when I have it look like, I love that shop. Okay, Universal doesn't have very many rides for toddlers, and because our kids were already fussy and kind of just moody, we didn't even get to try anything in Dr. Seuss. But based on research I had done leading into it, it didn't seem like there was really anything that we could all go on together. So Joey might have been able to ride some things at, in Dr. Seuss Land, but Evie wouldn't have been able to ride any, and Joey barely made it. He was barely 36 inches. Let's see, what else did not go well. It was really crowded, so I was hoping we were there far enough before Halloween and in the middle of the week on a Wednesday, but no, it was there were a lot of people there, and it ended up being unusually warm, so that was tough. Some of my failures, I forgot snacks. Yeah, this was a good third day. We really should have taken, I've watched other YouTubers say, do like 2 park days, do a resort day, and then 2 more park days. And we really should have taken an easy day. They were really, Joey and Evie were really uncomfortable and cranky. And then in the afternoon when we were wanting to leave, Victoria went and rode some roller coasters and didn't tell us that she was going on multiple rides. We thought it was just one. So we were kind of sitting not in the sun, but sitting and waiting for her. And if we'd known she was going to be longer, we'd have probably found someplace more comfortable to sit. If I had to do it again and I was determined to go, I definitely would have had probably more snacks. I would have done breakfast. I would have done breakfast before we went, so we could have walked around, seen more while the kids are still in a happier mood. I really wish we would have, you know, it had worked out, because I think Joey would have liked to see the things around Jurassic Park, which does have kind of a museum and it has a lot of stuff to look at. That we didn't get to go to because Joey and Evie were just really, yeah, so that's really our failure. But no, if I could go back, I wouldn't have gone. I would have just done a resort day, because they were kind of just, they were exhausted, they were cranky, it was just not a good day. So major mom failure on me. And there was just not, I don't know if it was because of supply chain issues still, but a lot of the products in the stores were just kind of meh, and they didn't seem to have like as wide a selection as I remembered from the time before. But so that's it, that's my story. I'm gonna add a couple of pictures, not good pictures. I mean, it just, that day was just, did not go well. I didn't hardly get any pictures, but I'll show you the pictures out. I'll share the picture from out in front of Universal Studios, and the little ones are like covering their face because the sun's in their face, and yeah, it all went downhill from there. But thanks for listening, thanks for staying, and I will catch you next time.